the fan on for a while, probably overnight, just to keep any little things airborne pulled towards that, like that fly right there. Little mother, get out of here. All right, we're almost ready for the clear coat, but before we do the clear coat, obviously we're going to have to put the decal on. As we've shown in previous videos, the previous video, is that I've already cut it to line it up just to make it easier, and I'm just kind of refreshing myself on how it looks. I went back and look at the pictures that I took just to make sure, but all I really have to do is just line it up like this. Now these kind, it's basically it's like, I want to say a double-sided, but you have a sticky side that you unpeel first, which is the back, which I'm going to go ahead and work on getting that off. A little trickiness. Oh, okay, here we go. Actually, no, that's not the side. Actually, I'm going to press it in real good just to make sure it is sealed. And what I'm going to be using is a Bondo spreader. You can use like a credit card or anything really, you know, flat and pliable, but I wouldn't use anything like something metal. You can really screw it up. Okay. Got to get the bottom side first. There we go. As you can see here. Slowly peel away and making sure that the label is stuck to the outer part first. Come on. Okay. Now, part I'm only trying to touch is just the back end, or unless it's on the front. So I want to keep the adhesive that's on the label as clean as possible. And I already went ahead and tack dragged and got this really clean. There's no dust or anything. So just go ahead and line it up. Right there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my little thingy thing and press it in, kind of drag it, make sure it's on there real good, kind of push it around. I'm mostly pushing on the logo itself, the name of the logo. Now here comes the fun part. Pulling the back end, whatever you want to call it, off, but leaving the logo. So this, you want to kind of take it slowly, and just kind of start at a corner and kind of rolling it off. And be patient, be very patient. Kind of like do little side to side wiggles. Now if it kind of peels back up, just go back forward and push it back down and then try again. But go slowly and take your time, because this is very important. It's looking good. It is looking real good. And after this, it's going to time to start spraying some clear. Can't wait for that. Ooh, it looks beautiful already. Ah, yeah. Perfect. Nice. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and, tack rag this off and get set up for some clear coat. All right, it's time to spray some clear. I've already tacked ragged the neck and the body, which I have up here just out of the way. I'm gonna do this one first. As per instructions on the guy who made this, he recommends to pretty much dust a couple real light coats on it first. And the reason is because normally I like to kind of go somewhat heavy, but these could actually, the edges can start peeling if it's too wet. So that's why he recommends a couple light coats first, just to kind of lock it down and seal it, and then you can kind of go over. So I have my clear mixed up, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. All right. All right. Just a couple light, looks a little misty. Set that aside. Now, time to with the body. Kind of gonna do the same thing, just to kind of get it thin enough so it will tack up and basically do layers. And I made quite a bit of clear, and I'm using a bigger cup just because I kind of have a feeling that I'm gonna kind of sand the clear coat and polish it just to make sure it's nice and freaking smooth, and there's a lot of clear to protect this. So I kind of kept that in mind. But I can go a little bit more overboard on the body than I can on the neck. So I can get better access to this. The horn parts are kind of hard. Look at that. Okay. I think this is pretty good for its first initial coat. Actually, I'm going to get a little bit more on the front because I kind of spend more time on the back. Just add a little bit more. Now this is where I get to kind of take a break as this stuff tacks up. Okay, here we go again. Now it's time for another light coat on the headstock. Just another lighty. It's enough. And of course, my air compressor turned on. Don't need it on right now. It's kind of annoying when I forget to do that. I have plenty of pressure anyways. A lot of freaking goop on it. Gun. Alright. Now, actually before I do that, put that hook back on. Okay. Go again. Get the horns inside. Get the outside. No fear on this coat, that's for sure. I do see like a little dot that could be a beginning of a run, but I'm not worried because like I said before, most likely going to be sanding and polishing this thing, so I need to make sure there's plenty of clear coat on here. I just don't want it to run all over the place. Okay, so this is a good coat right here. I'm gonna let this tack up maybe for like 30 minutes, and as you can see, tack up for about another 30, and then do another coat, and we should also be able to hit the headpiece pretty good. Okay. Here we go again. Now we can actually start burying this. Start burying the label. I just want to make it wet. Like that. Set it aside. Now time to deal with the body. It's right here. Now I'm just going to where it's that wet look. Just did all the edges. Gonna rehang it so you can see it somewhat. To the back. Front. Now, in case you're wondering, what I always look for on when there's enough is just when it's evenly wet. I don't really like to go any more than that. Maybe just a couple spritz like this as an insurance, but that's it. Any more, that's where you risk runs and sags. We're getting close. As far as I'm going, I'm just going until I literally run out of my mix. Like I said, I can't really put too much on here because, like I said, I'm going to be sanding some of these down. As long as I have an insurance coat, that's really what I'm going for. Boy, this is really looking beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Set this someplace stable. Let it stay there for a bit. And some more coats coming up. Let's do another round, shall we? Still have some more clear left, so we're gonna keep going. We keep going and going and going. Do a little bit right here. Do a little bit in the center. That's a little bit better. It is tedious, but it'll be worth it. It will be worth it, I promise. Boy, doesn't this seem to never end. Okay. Another. I can tell you one thing. This thing's going to take a long time to cure. Because this clear coat's going to be so thick. I think this is actually going to be the last of it, where I'm actually comfortable with it. Got a little drip forming on the edge over here, but it'll be just sanded out. That really kind of shows, hey, I got a lot of paint on here. Yeah, I think that'll do it. There ain't really much left in here. Not much at all. I mean, this thing already looks flat. So, I think that's it. I will leave the fan on for a while, probably overnight, just to keep any little things airborne pulled towards that, like that flyer right there. Little mother, get out of here. Well, anyways, let's take a look at this. I think it's nice. Well, it's wet. Now, take a look at this. See, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, maybe in this angle. Yeah, like right there. Little runny action coming off the bottom of the horn down there. That's not a problem, because there's so much clear coat on here. I get to sand that flat and polish it all out. It's got a little orange peel. It's not too bad though. So, kind of quite pleased. There's a little bit of stuff that, like a speck of dust, did land on the surface, but that's going to be sanded and polished out. This thing's got so many layers of clear. I don't know how many I put on it, 5, 6, something like that. So there's plenty on there for me to work with. So I want to say that I think this is it for the actual paint job. I don't think you need to apply anymore else. So this thing is going to take a while to dry. I'm going to probably about a week at least. Good thing about this stuff, actually, this stuff kind of cures pretty quick. So, but it is heavily layered and layered wet. So everything from the initial first few coats is going to take a while to dry. Well, I think that's it for this video. I think on the next one, I'm going to do just a couple of stuff with the hardware. Something to do while this thing is curing, fully drying. And then after that, the next thing with this one, of course, is sanding and polishing the body and some other works, and we'll see where we're at by then. So finish it off by saying bye.